Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. Here's a brand spankin' new headline from the Daily Hodl. Ripple plans to leverage payments platform and XRP ledger for delivery of central bank digital currencies. Now, Ripple being the adults in the room, it feels like at times some of the only adults in the freaking room, at least in the world of crypto and blockchain, because there's so many Bitcoin maxi trolls, that the anarchist type that say down with banks, down with governments. It's just a childish, unsophisticated way of looking at the world. But then you got Ripple. Ripple's the adult in the room, and they want to work with banks, with regulators, and they don't say down with banks. They don't say down with government, and they really do see XRP as complementing the United States dollar and other fiat currencies around the planet. And as much as I'm happy to critique the monetary policy of governments the world over, especially the way that the dollar, in particular the United States dollar, is being printed into oblivion, look at the debasement occurring there, happy to discuss that. But that aside, XRP does indeed complement the fiat currencies. Because even as you see central bank digital currencies roll out, which is inevitable. I mean, we already saw the first ever central bank digital currency rolled out. When was that? It was in the last couple of months, maybe late October, I want to say, somewhere there about. It was the Bahamas. I had no idea the Bahamas was even working on a central bank digital currency, and then they just rolled it out. And I was like, how about that? I thought China would have been the first, but it was the Bahamas. How about that? Fun fact. But the rest of the central banks around the planet and federal governments, they're going to be going down this path. It's an inevitability here, and there's nothing special about the advent of these central bank digital currencies that make them all just magically interoperate. That's not going to happen. That's not how this works. Really, what you're talking about with a central bank digital currency is a more efficient mechanism for moving the currency around, but there's some other perks too. Maybe it could, in theory, make tax reporting more simple. We'll see if the government makes that a reality. Don't hold your breath. But it's technologically possible. Just saying, there are other things that could be benefits as well, but there's nothing about it at a core level that just makes the interoperate. You still need a bridge currency, and that's where XRP is going to come in. And there's this headline, this is from mid-November, XRP could be key crypto asset in digital dollar revolution, says CEO Brad Garlinghouse. Then there was this one also from Crypto Newsflash, Ripple CTO. There won't be one world fiat, but XRP might be the bridge currency. And indeed, you do need a cryptocurrency that is technologically sufficient and decentralized and has an open market price in order to fill that role. Now, into this first piece, though, Ripple is actively planning on offering central banks a tool set that will enable them to implement various forms of central bank digital currencies, that's CBDCs for short, according to Ross Edwards, the company's global head of client solutions. In a recent Ripple presentation, Edwards highlights the company's suite of cross-border payment products and enterprise solutions for financial institutions, and he says the company plans to take those developments into the public sector world. And here's a quote. We're able to further leverage this technology as infrastructure suited to the exploration, ideation, and eventual delivery of a fully functional CBDC. Which absolutely, again, is going to come. I'd be shocked if you fast forward I don't know, not that it would take 10 years, but if you fast forward a decade and there's not a United States central bank digital currency, I would be very surprised. I really would, because there are too many benefits associated with this for that to happen. And by the way, one of my favorite things to look forward to as this all inevitably unfolds is this is going to result in more everyday people utilizing digital wallets. Think about that. You'll be able to hold the United States dollar in a digital wallet. You don't necessarily need a bank. Now, people still use banks. I'm not saying that banks are going to go away. Different people want different things and want to take on different levels of responsibility. I get that. But it's going to get people that much closer to the world of cryptocurrency, because you can have a wallet that holds the United States dollar, which is different functionally than a traditional checking account. It would be a digital wallet bypassing banks. And in this wallet, you should be able to hold other cryptocurrencies, including XRP. And so all it's going to do is as these central bank digital currencies come out, well, not all it's going to do, but one of the things that I believe it will do is just ramp up the pace at which cryptocurrencies are actually adopted. That's and you can see, like, here's the way that I want to go a little bit further before I jump to the next piece, but take a look at this. The presentation shows that Ripple's toolset, which includes the XRP ledger, interledger protocol, and PayID, which is now called PayString, will enable a central bank digital currency project to study technical, functional, and operational outcomes on platforms that are being used in live payments today. Additionally, the toolset will encourage both private and public sector development of the CBDC ecosystem, according to the Ripple executive. Now, Edwards says Ripple plans to use an open source platform that will be added to and altered based of the specific requirements of central bank digital currencies and utilized to offer central banks multiple operational attributes like centralized versus decentralized record keeping. And look, I want to be clear here. With the central bank digital currencies, the monetary policy, nothing about that changes. You can still print these damn things into oblivion. Nothing is changed there whatsoever. We're really primarily just talking about the way that this new version of the United States dollar and whatever fiat currency you want to talk about, it's just the way in which it moves around. Because the United States dollar arguably is already digital. Yes, there's printed versions and there's, oh my god, metallic currency. I hate coins so much. They are so freaking annoying. I could make a whole video just bitching about metallic currency and like standing behind 85-year-old women at the grocery mart while they take out their like dimes and quarters and pennies and all that crap. I'm not going to, but I could do that. I mean, it's my channel, damn it, I'd do what I want. And so I get that, but the United States dollar, it is already digital. It really is. And so we're just talking about a new form of that digitization that would lend itself to things like being used in a wallet, a digital wallet like you would for cryptocurrency here. But you can see, here's another quote from the guy. Other economic factors down to divisibility of the currency, inflation, and interest-bearing aspects to all those other monetary and fiscal policy impacts can be altered. The baseline functionality set can be added to, altered, or reduced based on the needs of a specific central bank digital currency. New transaction types can be added. Logic such as smart contracts may be incorporated into the core platform as a specific requirement, and incorporation of sovereign identity artifacts may be needed. And so it couldn't be more clear that Ripple agrees. They see that this is coming, it's coming down the pike, and they're working with central banks. They really are specifically. In fact, central banks are using the XRP ledger as a model as part of their research in rolling this all out and researching further. It's really quite fascinating here. And XRP, especially with its native technical attributes, it's most likely, in my humble opinion, to be the glue that makes interoperability of the various central bank digital currencies possible. You have to have a bridge. That requirement is not going to go away. All right, and then you can take a look at this piece from mid-November, which is perfectly having to do with this topic here. XRP could be key crypto asset in digital dollar revolution, says CEO Brad Garlinghouse. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse believes XRP may prove to be the ideal solution for central banks looking to usher their currency into the digital age. And so take a look at this. And it really has to do with like sourcing liquidity, really. I mean, because that's at the heart of all of this. And admittedly, there's not sufficient liquidity to have a global solution just at the snap of a finger. But that has to do, doesn't mean Ripple's failing or there's something wrong with XRP. It's just that the asset class is nascent, and it takes, like, you can't like force people kicking and screaming into the world of crypto. You do need organic adoption, then XRP is just a part of that. But you need people buying and selling in order for on-demand liquidity to functionally work here. So that's what I'm talking about here. Anyway, that, he says, is why Ripple is pushing XRP as a bridge asset to power cross-border transactions and exchange one currency for another. And here's a quote from Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse. The whole point of XRP in our context is to be a bridge asset. So if you're using a US dollar stablecoin, you still need to get a Brazilian real stablecoin or Australian stablecoin. The point of Ripple's efforts is to enable a lot of efficiency and liquidity between XRP and the United States dollar, and XRP and the Australian dollar. You just have to worry about one bridge as opposed to liquidity between every pair. So just using stablecoins doesn't really solve the problem that XRP is solving. XRP, as an extremely efficient, extremely scalable blockchain, is ideally suitable for that. And so hearing things like this, and I firmly believe this all to be true, like with my investment thesis, which just so happens to be that utility matters and will win the day, knowing that this is the case is something that I find extremely exciting and very appealing. It's part of a larger story of why I'm so excited to have exposure to the crypto asset class, but specifically XRP. It's because it's functionally being adopted. And I'm telling you, once a cryptocurrency becomes the standard, for a particular use case, good luck supplanting it. Good frickin' luck. That is hard, because standards actually matter to people. Unless you have a replacement that is measurably better, not marginally better, but just like substantially, you're not going to replace it. And so what you're going to see is that there could be for some problems that can be solved by cryptocurrencies, you could have cryptocurrencies, not that there's going to be a winner takes all for the whole asset class. That's like nonsense that Bitcoin maxi trolls believe is true. Like Bitcoin's just going to magically do everything for everyone. It's even going to make you toast in the morning. No, that's not going to freaking happen. Don't be an idiot stick. But for certain problems that can be solved by cryptocurrency, there could be individual segments where there is a winner-take-all type of situation. And in terms of positioning a decentralized cryptocurrency that has an open market price and is technologically sufficient as a bridge, XRP as a crypto could be the winner-takes-all for this particular use case. Part of the reason, I know that might sound bold, but I got to tell you, there's no other cryptocurrency on the planet that is being positioned for this use case. And so as it gets built out and is implemented and it becomes the standard, what's going to supplant it? And then you'll have other people, of course, jumping in just for the sake of, diversifying into other asset classes, store of value, all of this, because I do believe that any cryptocurrency that is solving a real-world problem, it's also going to be used as a store of value. I do firmly believe that, and XRP is scarce. And so if we had XRP run up from 20-something cents to almost $4 with barely any humans on the planet invested in it, what the hell do you think is going to happen if XRP truly does become the global standard for cross-border settlement specifically? I think it could be huge, and we'll see. And look, I'm not offering financial advice. I don't have a financial background. Don't buy or sell anything because anything I say are right. I'm just sharing with you my everyday Joe Schmo opinion, and I do believe this. So we'll see if I'm right. And if I'm wrong, fine. Maybe I lose everything. It all goes to zero. But I am Mr. XRP Bull for a reason. Then there was this piece from late October from Crypto News Flash. I wanted to touch on this before wrapping up here. Ripple CTO, of course, that's David Schwartz, co-creator of the XRP Ledger. There won't be one world fiat, but XRP might be the bridge currency. How about this? An adult perspective. Central bank digital currencies are taking up much of the attention in crypto space. Representatives from financial institutions around the world have expressed interest in digitizing or tokenizing their currencies. Ripple's CTO, David Schwartz, has taken a position on the possibility of the emergence of a global stablecoin and the role of the digital asset XRP in that context. The discussion started when a member of the XRP community referred to the roadmap that has been drawn up by the G20 Financial Stability Board, FSB, to create a regulation on digital assets. In its publication, the FSB highlighted the advantages of digital assets for making faster and cheaper payments. The user believes that there is room for the emergence of a global stablecoin. The Ripple CTO responded as follows, and this is a quote. I don't think there's going to be one world fiat anytime soon. So even with stablecoins, there will be a lot of them. To make liquidity between central bank digital currencies, other stablecoins, and new tokenized asset classes, securities and DeFi, there's room for a neutral, jurisdictionless asset. Absolutely. And that, just by using one pile of XRP, you don't need all these damn pairs. Definitely, you don't need to have sufficient liquidity the world over, and you eliminate Nostra Vostra accounts. So how about that? Suck it, Bitcoin maxi trolls. That's it for this video, though. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.